So what's your plan?
We've finished, I think, 95% of our grinding. What would you say?
I've no idea, I keep doing it wrong.
First time for everything, mate. You've never done it before. It is a bit sort of like, what the hell is going on? Anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to fire up the forge quickly. And then we're going to heat these up to their critical temperature. Critical temperature essentially means when they no longer are magnetic. When they're no longer magnetic, we're going to quench them in oil. They should be so hard that a file like this, rather than digging in, will just skit across the surface of the metal. That means they are ridiculously hard. You get them as hard as you can before you can then get them to the appropriate softness to hold and etch.
What about tempering?
Tempering, from what I remember / the research I did on the interwebs, just to check if I was vaguely right, we want to heat up an oven, because that's what I have, to round about 200 degrees Celsius, because Celsius are the sensible numbers, not Fahrenheit. And we want to bake these in an oven for about an hour.
So Leah's going to be cooking my dinner and stuff when we get home. She's going to be having the oven on. So
Yeah.
if I tell her to leave the oven on, it's already going to be on. So once we quench...
You want to clean the bejeebus out of this after oil quenching it, because otherwise it can make your oven stink.
Right.
I've heard.
But
If your oven's on, then yeah,
Clean it,
theoretically, you could get it to the right temperature. We'll check. Pop it in there for an hour or two, then pull it out, and technically it will be tempered. Shall I fire up the forge, sir?
Let's do it.
Excellent. Let's go. Can you open the door?
Put them together.
Yeah, so basically what I'm going to do is going to put both of them in together. Hopefully they'll heat up at the same rate. We'll achieve the critical heat non-magnetic stage at relatively the same time. We've also got another 2 bars in here because they're preheating just before we go for the quench. We'll pull them out, put them into the oil, warm the oil up first down here. Warm the oil up first, because apparently using warm oil is better than cold oil for the quench, so I'll just believe what I read on the internet. Right, off we go. And actually, funnily enough, the tongs I made for holding arrowheads actually work quite nicely, so we'll just take advantage of this oddity. Lot of metal in there. See, no longer magnetic.
What about towards the other end?
That will still be a bit magnetic. It's the blade we want to quench more than anything. That's the most important bit. Doesn't matter if the tail is a bit soft, so it's probably actually in our benefit to swap these over. And in they go. Surprisingly, a little bit of spinning. So yours is non-magnetic, non-magnetic. In we go, fingers crossed.
Spillage.
Yours should be okay to bring out now.
Before we get to drill holes.
We'll get there. Don't worry. We'll just get the proper drill bits for it. Hot. Not magnetic. Woo! Ta-da!
So what oil did you use?
It's old engine oil, basically. They will just, a file should just skit across them. How cool are they now?
So explain what you think.
So basically, from the looks of it, it should be hard enough that file just skips straight across the metal and doesn't dig in and take anything out.
That line there is a file.
Yes, and as well as that shiny spot there, it shouldn't have created that shiny spot. It should have been so hard that the file just skipped right over it. So I think this isn't an oil quench metal, I think this is a water quench metal. So the only thing we can do is heat the damn thing up again and try again with water. But that's easier because we don't have to have the rods to heat the water up first. Cold water's fine.
Okay.
So, should we go for it?
Alright.
Yeah, let's go. Okay, so take a file to this then, shall we? When it's damn it!
Still not working.
No, I'm going to try getting it even hotter. Because that's kind of the only thing I can think to do.
Coming out, it's not magnetic.
Looking pretty good.
Hot, hot, hot.
How do I stop
Get it on the top.
Yeah, I sort of wedge it in the vise a little bit, and then just sort of feel. Does that feel like it's just skittering across, or does it feel like it's digging in?
I don't know, it looks like it's digging in. Not really sure what this skittering across the top thing.
As in, so the file shouldn't cut in. Let me have a feel. No, that feels like that's, nah, it's just about biting in. Here, take the camera, I can't do two things at once. Rubbish, you're doing two things at once. Rubbish, you're doing one thing at once. It feels like it's starting to, it feels like it's getting hot. Not magnetic.
Second water quench.
Damn it. But seriously, like, scrub the crap out of it. Lots of soap, lots of vigorous scrubbing if you're going to stick it in the oven this evening. I should do the same with mine. Taking some very sexy panning shots there, buddy.
Well, if you don't
Again, a hand tool is better than a power tool. Ow! That's
hot.
yes.
We've forged these, we've made them.
Are you recording?
Yeah, but I'm curious about the audio. Actually, your birthday present, it's only a little something I got you is in there.
In what, in here?
In there.
I think I met. See, I saw the bag, didn't recognise the bag, figured the bag had fallen off a shelf, So, oh, fire cement, that's probably my dad. He'll get really annoyed if I use that. I'll put that up on the shelf. Cheers, buddy.
So that's for you.
Useful.
That's to make ham-ons.
And also to patch up a bit of the forge would be quite handy.
Well,
as
you can use it for that as well, but it only
Yeah.
goes up to 1,200. I did see a good video that says, because the most of the stuff that was fireplace mortar, you could squidge out of a tube. But nowhere that I went to, except one place sold it, but he said it wasn't fireplace mortar, it was fireplace cement, which was like that, but obviously runnier because it comes out of a tube.
Keep bag.
Whatever. So, yeah. So I did a little bit of research, and cement and the mortar do seem to have a fire rating to just 1,200. And you're supposed to go up to 1,500, 1,600. So,
it's rated to 1,200, but it will go a bit higher.
Well, there was a guy that wrapped his clay on.
Let's get on with some grinding.
Yeah, there's a guy who wrapped his clay on and then wrapped it in wire, and then hardened the clay, and the clay stuck to the wire.
Yeah.
So that when he did his tempering and his quenching, the clay was still on there and it stayed on there. So, something for you to experiment with anyway.